Alrighty. Hello. I hope you're all feeling really good today. And we're gonna connect today. I just got back from a long walk. I feel really good. I'm taking it 1 hour at a time. Oh, thank you. So I hope you're all feeling really well. Hey, baby. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, Sarah. Also, if you want to connect on the phone today, my 2 p.m. is gone. That's already booked, but I have a 1 p.m. and I have a 6:30 p.m. So I have a bunch of calls available on my website, but I usually only end up taking like 3 or 4 a day. So if you want to connect with me, go to feelgoodlife.com. And if it's your first session, you can use the promo code below. Like if you look below, it says first session 15. That'll strip off 15%. Okay, so that'll be a nice little discount for you. Just go to feelgoodlife.com and use the promo code first session 15. All right. So yeah, happy eclipse as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I just spent about an hour walking and just contemplating and meditating. So I feel really, really good right now. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Bia. Thank you so much, Melissa. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love you too, Brenda. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a journey for sure. Thank you, Anumabs. Thank you all. Oh, thank you, Jojo. Moi aussi. So I'm just letting you guys know I probably won't be on here every day. I'm just gonna go with my feelings, and then I'll follow that. All right. So I don't want you to get used to who got next too much because I've definitely changed the direction of my life. So I'm just taking my time with everything. I'm focused on other things. So I'm happy to be here with you today, though, for sure. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for the badge. I appreciate you. All right. So if anyone wants to connect with me, you can request to go live. There's a plus sign on the bottom. And you can request to go live, or you can say, invite me on, and I'll invite you on, okay? Thank you, Loco, for Poco. I see you, and I thank you. Oh, I missed you too, Lola. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. So if anyone wants to connect with me, you could just say invite me on. I'm going to start with Erica.
Hi.
Hi, Erica.
Hi. I've never done this before.
So you can feel free to tell me what's going on in your life, or you can ask me any question, and then I'll do my best to assist you. I'm an intuitive, so I guide people intuitively.
Okay.
I can see people's energy as I speak to them and what needs to be adjusted or aligned
Oh, wow.
properly. So you can just, yeah, give me an overview of what you're dealing with.
Okay.
And yeah,
Thank you, by the way.
you're welcome.
I had a feeling that I would get picked. It's been really weird. I've been really connected to energy lately, and it's been really crazy. I grew up as a pastor's daughter, so I'm recovering from like fundamentalist things like that, and my journey towards spirituality has been crazy. But I'm on my 8th year sober, and I've really started digging into my healing, and I just want to know that I'm on the right path.
Yeah, do you feel like you're on the right path?
Most of the time, I feel like I am, but I think that through like trauma and things like that, I like second guess myself.
Yeah. I think there are things that you're a little too identified with. So, being sober 8 years, congratulations. All of that is really important, but try not to incorporate that too much as a part of your identity
Okay.
because I think you're creating unnecessary attachments there.
Okay.
So continue to do your journey, but try to be mindful of what comes out of your mouth because a lot of times there's still an underlying part of us that's seeking approval. So we
Mm.
use these things to get approval, and we don't realize that we're actually depleting our energy in doing so.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So just, I think of life as it's when I walk by people, everyone sounds like a jukebox. They're just repeating things that I've heard a million times.
Yeah.
Like, babe, that's amazing, or that's cool. Like, everyone's just repeating the same thing because no one's being mindful about what thoughts they're taking on
Right.
board. So they're not even cognizant of it. So most of the time, it's just the thought that's speaking through their mouth, using their mouth as a mouthpiece.
Right.
So there's probably a billion people who have said, I'm 8 years sober.
Right.
So you want to be different than the rest. And you want to start being more mindful of what comes out of your mouth because most of the time it's just a thought that's been reinforced over time.
Yeah.
And you can imagine it just like a fish, it keeps jumping up and we keep taking it and speaking it.
Oh,
So just be
that's a,
mindful.
that's a really
Yeah,
good analogy. That's,
good.
yeah, thank you.
Of course. Thank you for connecting with me
Yeah, of
today.
course.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
so much.
one more thing, as you shift these things, as you start to eliminate the unnecessaries, you're going to start to see that your highest potential starts to converge with you.
Mm, I needed that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take care.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you so much for the badge. I really appreciate you. Let me see if I can invite someone else. Cheyenne, you're going to be up next. Thank you for your badges, everyone. Thank you, baby. I love you.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
I can't believe it happened that quickly. How are you doing?
I'm well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Um, I wanted to connect with you because I've been divorced for 2 months now, and uh, I know it's better for me. I've been much better, more at peace, but there's always this voice inside my head telling me that we're gonna get back together, even though I know that we shouldn't. And so I'm kind of like in between back and forth, and it just really hurts going back and forth.
Yeah.
So,
The back and forth is not who you are. It's you continuously looking back and not really being sure of your decisions in life. And I want you to keep in mind that this can also not be limited to you, but it can be what's been generationally placed in you. It's been passed down from your mom and your grandma or your dad. So if, let's say, there's what you're doing is maybe against the grain of the wood a little bit, or it's not really something that's common in your family, then it's very likely that you're going to have thoughts of doubt and guilt and regret, or even shame. There's probably someone in your family shaming you who has shamed you your whole life, even if it's just psychologically. You don't have to shame someone verbally. I can shame you by criticizing you and your outfit in my mind. So if I'm criticizing your outfit in my mind and you're friends with me, you're consenting to me shaming you. So
okay.
you probably have a lot of people in your life who have stuffed you full of shame. And this is why you're always going back in your mind thinking about this thing. You have to commit to yourself. You have to move forward now, and you have to fully let go of the past. And every time you have a thought that tells you, oh, maybe we'll get back together, just know that it's not your thought as long as you're committed to your own journey. You have to be
Okay.
committed. When you're committed to your journey wholeheartedly, these little mosquitoes can't get in the elevator anymore.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
they're still getting in the elevator because you're still questioning and
Yeah,
doubting yourself.
that's true.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your support, everyone. I appreciate you. Very sweet. All right. Anyone else want to connect with me today? Okay.
Hi,
Hi.
thanks for having me.
You're very welcome.
So, I don't really have anything major going on, but I just was wondering if you have any messages for me. I'm sort of in a place of major shifts I feel happening, and I've been doing a lot of work the last few weeks, and I feel like I've made a lot of shifts. I feel like I've been really energized this week, really trying to manifest and work on shifting the parts of myself that I struggle with. And I'm just wondering if you have anything for me.
Don't try to manifest.
Okay.
That doesn't mean anything. Just continue to become more of you, and what's meant for you will find you.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's really what I mean because I'm working towards something, not trying to like make it appear, you know. Um, okay. Would you say that you see that I'm on, I guess, the correct, I don't know, path? Not path. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm always like there's this ceiling that I always put on myself, I guess. And like I feel myself really like going where I want to be, propelling, like feeling like I'm on the right path. And then it always seems like I sort of hit a cap. And that's sort of been, I think, my pattern. I don't know, just as of recently, that I don't know if that's something that I'm putting on myself, or I don't know if you get anything on that.
You have to share more of you. You have more of a when I look at people, I can tell if they have a pulling energy or if they have a giving energy. You pull a lot. You pull. So you have to learn how to give yourself. It would be good for you to get into a relationship so that you can learn how to be more selfless.
So I'm married with kids, and my business is me all helping people and their animals all the time. So it's pretty much all I do is focus on helping my kids, my clients, and my husband.
Okay,
So I don't know if I resonate so much with that.
that's okay. I understand. It's more of an energy. It's not about the physical.
Okay.
So I would say to you, maybe slow down because when you're not in harmony with yourself, you do pull. You have to give more. You have to be more giving with your feelings, right? Right? Because you can be taking care of animals and the whole time you're thinking about where you want to be, or you could be thinking about your other business,
Right.
right? So that's what I mean by pulling. If you're not in harmony with yourself, then you're always pulling because your energy is chaotic.
Right. I'm not in alignment with what I want to be doing. I'm in the middle right now of trying to go from one thing to another, and I don't want to be doing the one thing. So 100%.
So
I'm always, because I don't want to be there because it's not in alignment with me anymore, but it takes time and a process, obviously, to move from one thing to the next. So I definitely understand that.
try not to achieve so much. It's not about going forward. It's about coming back into yourself.
Right.
And I call it stay tucked in. Stay tucked into yourself. Tucked in, no matter who you're with, no matter what you're doing, you're being, and you're in harmony with all things.
Got that. Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care. All right. Anyone else want to connect with me today? Yeah, you have to give your feelings. You have to give back to the earth. You know, Mother Earth, you give back to her, then she feeds you again. And you give back to her, she feeds you again. You give back to her, she feeds you again. All right. Wonderful. Yes. If we're not in harmony with our life, with nature, with ourself, then we're pulling. So when I look at someone, I can tell if they're pullers or if they're givers. And it's not bad. Just so you know, if you meditate too much, then you're pulling. That's why you have to meditate, but then you have to give back. If you meditate too much, then you're pulling. You're always observing people and pulling information and pulling, things about them. So that's a puller. Yeah. All right. Good. Oh, thank you, y'all. I appreciate it. I'm learning how to receive that my hair looks good because I went through a really stressful time the last 5 months. So I'm learning how to receive your compliments with my hair because I thought I was going to lose it all. So, yeah, I appreciate you. I'll receive that compliment. Thank you. All right. Let me see who else would like to connect. I appreciate you. And again, if you're a new client, you can use the coupon code first session 15, and that'll strip off 15% off your session. Just want you to know that, okay? It's going to be for about a week that I do this promo. I want to help as many people as I can. All right. We're going to go with Renata. Renata? Thank you, Dr. Kate, for your badge. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Iwa. Hi.
Hello, I feel so. I'm taking a big decision, an important decision, and I would like to have your help. I'm in the process of buying a small cottage for me and my daughter, and I don't know. I don't know if this anxiety is because it's my first loan. I feel responsible for my daughter, or if it's like some kind of fear that is, kind of signal or message from the universe. And today, when I learned that the loan was approved, I cried because I was super happy. But then, for example, something again came up, like a kind of complication or something that was not clear. And then again, I felt all this anxiety, all this confusion. And yes, I have no clarity about this. And I just wanted to reach out and ask for your help.
Okay. Do me a favor and find a place to sit and close your eyes. Okay, good. So I'm going to speak to you now. Just keep your eyes closed. All right. You've had a hard time in the past receiving. It's been very difficult for you to receive because you've been a survivor. And when you're a survivor, it's very difficult to receive. Even if you want to receive, it's very difficult. So I want you to allow yourself to receive this gift from the universe. I want you to allow yourself to receive the cottage without feeling bad. This time, nothing bad is going to happen to you. In the past, bad things happened to you when good things happened first. This time, good things will happen for you, and you need to let go of the past. You're okay. All is well. and you deserve this. And I want you to be excited and to give yourself permission to be excited. And the 465 people in this room are going to support you in that excitement. We're all very happy for you, and you deserve this, okay?
That's really nice. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're going to be okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, wonderful. Okay, good. Anyone else want to connect? Let's see.
Hello.
Hello.
This is wonderful because I just kind of connected with you a few days ago. So I'm delighted to be on this live. I find your podcast really inspirational. And I'm at a juncture in my life where I'm dealing with a very toxic family scenario. I've had a very difficult, I suppose, past 16 years since I got divorced and left my husband, and basically my family held it against me. And it's been a real struggle to kind of to push on with my life. And I've gone into jobs, but I've been triggered by scenarios that probably, you know, relate to way back, and I want to stop being triggered. And I was actually, I know this is the eclipse day, and I'm actually contemplating really distancing myself from my extended family members, my brothers and mother.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I remember speaking to you a few days ago, and I told Dan, I'm like, I just spoke to a very brilliant woman. So I see you as a very smart woman. And now that I see you, I can see that it confirms everything. So I think for you, recognizing that the triggers that we have, we don't have to live with them. If someone triggers us, we can have a conversation with them about how that makes us feel. But if they don't listen to how that makes us feel, then you don't need to subjugate yourself to these situations or to these environments. You don't have to do that to yourself. If a trigger continues to rear its ugly head throughout the years, it typically means that you've been ignoring the signs and you're placing people before God. You're placing people before your soul's journey. You're placing people before your destiny. We're here temporarily on this planet, and we have a job to do. We have a job to do. We have to restore harmony on this planet. And sometimes when you love people from afar, you know, I always hear in my head, you can only love people from the next place, not from this place where you currently are. As long as you're in a circus with them, you're part of that circus. You're one of the animals.
Mm-hmm.
You can only help people from the next place in your life, from the next level in your life. Why? Because you've exited that room, but your light is everywhere. And your light, if they're willing to change, will inspire them. And if they're unwilling to change, it will keep them awake at night. It will. It will keep them, you're not even focused on them anymore. You've left the building.
Mm-hmm.
But your light, let me ask you something. What do you think hell is?
Probably continuing along the same path and the way I deal with the people close to me. Because it's like I feel as if I'm on a hamster wheel, and it's like I feel they're changing and they kind of suck me in again, and it's like I let down all my defenses, and then they turn around and they hurt me with the same patterns all over again, and it's really horrible. It's really, and that, you know, also has a flip effect, that it does make me defensive and wary of people that I meet, you know, new people that come into my life.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to give you my personal definition of hell. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hell is the light of God holding you accountable.
Okay.
The hell is the burning light of God that is going to continue to hold people accountable who don't want to change. Now, your family has it to a higher degree than you. Their oven is really high right now.
Mm.
Yours is still on because you feel triggered all the time. So you're kind of in hell. At some point in the game, you're going to have to love yourself enough to walk away from everything that makes you feel unloved. And when you do, the light won't burn you. The light is going to heal you. And I'm going to tell you one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you think you're breathing properly. I thought the same thing. The last week, I've been breathing so deeply, I feel like I can breathe a tunnel of air in one breath. And you'll see that when you let them go, your breath is going to come back to you because your body is going to be in harmony with your mind, and your mind is going to be in harmony with your soul. And until then, these triggers are nudging you to make a decision.
Yeah, because I know I can't continue on.
Yeah,
So yeah. So thank you.
you're very welcome. It's going to
I'm
be okay. What you're doing, you have to, everyone who's in this situation right now, we didn't want this. We wanted people to get along, yeah? So
yeah.
we have to acknowledge this. We're good people who want everyone to get along and to respect each other. Now, you're one of those people, and people like you've been given a bigger task. It's not easy. It's not always with family. Sometimes someone has cancer, that's a bigger task.
Yeah.
They have some arthritis or whatever. These are bigger tasks, but you can handle it because it's been given to you. And I assure you that your life will only get better if you finally accept that this is part of your work here.
Yeah. And stop expecting them to change and get better. It's not.
The other the other thing you're going to find when you let them go is you're going to start seeing in your mind's eye that you've been like a host for them, that they've been sucking your energy like vampires by using your name when you're not in the room, by speaking negatively of you. They need your supply. Your energy is their supply. So when you absolve yourself of this situation, they won't have access to your energy anymore. So you're going to start to dispel everything that was nesting in you, like these little insects that were nesting in you. You're going to be able to dispel those, and you're going to come back to a more healthy version of yourself.
Okay.
All right.
I will keep on my path, and love the
Thank
hair.
you.
It's great. Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. Thank you so much. You're a beautiful soul. Thank you for connecting with me. All right. So I did book my call at 1 p.m., which is in 8 minutes. So I'm going to have to let you all go now. I love you. I thank you for being here, and I will catch you next time. Take care.